Hey there, this is Niranjan here with a review video for you for a product that is releasing in a couple of hours from now. Now, before I give you any details about the product and what epic stuff I've done as far as the bonuses are concerned, I just wanted to let you know about a small change that has happened, all right? So I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but I have been traveling extensively, attending to some personal matters and stuff like that for the last 3 to 4 months. And primarily the last few weeks had been extremely busy and tiring for me addressing those, right? So you might have observed that I have not been as active as you normally expect me to be. And as a result of that, at times I have not been able to answer your queries, and you have had concerns that I have not been able to stay on top of. There has been a delay in delivering the bonuses that basically involve manual deliveries at certain times. So these are the things that have been happening over the last few weeks, and you know what the reason is for that, right? So now I'm back in Bangalore. This is where I work from usually, and you can expect that I'll be much more focused on work and I'll be much more responsive to your requests and posts and emails and support tickets and whatnot. All right. So I just wanted to get that out before we get started. So I'm back. I just had a 3 hours flight today, and then I drove for about a couple of hours from the airport to home. Had a good meal, took a decent 2 hour nap, and I'm fresh back at work. All right, so let's get started with this Dragons pack. And before we get started with this, I have a small story to share with you. Okay, so this story dates back to some day in the past 2.5 months. Right, it's about 2.5 months ago. There's this customer of mine who wanted Dragons pack. All right, and then there were and I have also in the past received requests for animals in general, so rainforest animals in general. So that was something right at the top of my to-do list as far as the content creation part was concerned for my customers, because that is something that has been requested quite often. Okay, so I had already started creating some dragons, and then there were more continuing requests from affiliate partners as well who wanted to deliver that to their clients. So it became a no-brainer basically to work on that, right? So I continued working. Now, in case you didn't know, I really don't work on one pack for you, right? This is a continuous process because my business feeds off of the content that I create, in this part of it, right? So there is some content that I release to the public, and then there are others which is kind of used exclusively by my business. All right, so we are always in the process of creating more quality content and stuff like that. Now I wanted to release a Dragons pack before the one that I released last time, right? So my last release was actually supposed to be a Dragons pack. Now during a discussion with How Hughes, I came to know that he was working on a Dragons pack. In fact, he asked me what I was working on, and I basically told him that I was working on a Dino pack, on a Dinosaurs pack. Now that was basically an oversight. That was a mistake on my part, because I didn't know which exactly thing was being planned. So when I said that, how reverted back telling that's cool because I'm working on a Dragons pack, and I'm sure people would love the combinations when they have them, right? Once I got off that particular discussion and went to my team, I figured that we were actually gearing up to release a Dragons pack, right? So it was a complete mess, and I had caused that particular problem because I was concerned that uh, releasing two Dragons back to back may not be a good thing and may not do justice to the content creators. It's not about you as a customer in this particular case, but it's more about custom creators, because there is a good chance that some customers get fatigued and the assets that they buy in one pack might be good enough, right? So that was the point where I decided that I would take another pack that was ready, which was released last time, and go ahead with it and hold back the dragons so that I could do something epic for you. All right, so that I could do this epic deal for my customers. So let me tell you what is coming your way today. All right, you already know what the funnel looks like. Most of my customers know my funnel, my product funnels. House is exactly similar. He basically has exactly similar funnel that of similar to mine. So he has a front end offer which is similar to mine, line drawings. Then he's got some um, you know uh, backgrounds, which is again what I do in OTO1. Then he offers a dot to dot and trace the line drawing kind of activity pages in OTO2, and OTO3 is all about coloring pages. So it's exactly similar to mine. So if you have bought my customers, if you have bought my products in the past, you already know what the funnel is. I'm anyways going to show you the sales pages that How has put together. All right. Now here is where it becomes interesting. All right. For every product that How has put together, I actually have a matching product, which is different, unique in my own style. And if I would have released, my entire pack would have sold for about 98 bucks. Okay, to get access to the entire funnel, you would have spent 98 bucks. But today, you are going to get my entire funnel of brand new dragons that I've never released before for free. Right now, this is where I'd like to draw a parallel to a dragon product that was released recently by Alessandro. Now, if you remember, I had a love-hate kind of a relationship with the way it was organized, and I was very vocal about it. I told you what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it. Okay, and since I told you about that, and since I liked the quality of the content that was already included in Alessandro's product, I went out of my way to kind of organize that piece of content, those piece of content, into something that could deliver value or accentuate your experience, improve your experience with that product. But this one from How Hughes is absolutely awesome. Okay, so as usual, he's got about 30 different and unique dragons. Now if you see this, you might notice that not all dragons are same. They are not same. There is variety. All right, but in the previous dragon pack, you had just one dragon doing things and there were 20 images. Here you get 30 different images in doing various stuff, right? That you can use in different kinds of situations. All right, so this is for you to see how cool it looks. All right, and when you get this, all right, when you get this front wing pack, it will be available for 17 bucks. It will be available for, I believe, 4 days. It will be a 4-day launch. After 4 days, How does not really take down the product. I usually take down the product. My products are not available after the launch period, but in case of How, the product is still available, but the price increases to 27. Right now you'll be able to get it for $17. Okay, now if you get this through my link, you will get my bonuses. Okay, these are the bonuses that I have created. All right, this was the product that I was planning to release. Okay, so these are like 30 different dragon images. These are like baby dragons, and you are going to get these transparent images, and you are going to get the black and white drawings. Now by black and white drawings, basically what I mean is the interior of these images are filled with white background. Okay, so when you place this on a background image, you will be seeing the entire dragon body without really the lines or patterns of the background running through its body, right? So that's what this is all about. This is a very requested an add-on that has been I have been getting. So many of my customers have asked me to create these, so this is now included pretty much in every bonus or every product I create. Okay, so that is what is all about the front-end bonuses. Okay, now let's talk about the OTO1 upgrade. OTO1 upgrade, like I mentioned, is all about it's all about background scenes, right? So these background scenes are created keeping the poses that the animals have in mind. All right, this is what you get from How in OTO1. These are 30 studio quality background images. Now in my case, I am matching it. I'm basically giving another 30 background images from my side, and if you see my drawings, they are very intense. All right, they are very intense, they are very detailed, and they can be used into a number of situations, be it be it for the coloring pages, be it for children's storybooks and stuff like that. So these can be used, and along with How's pack, this is going to give you a lot more variety. You get 30 of these as bonuses from me when you pick up the OTO1 product from How Hughes. Okay, let's talk about OTO2. OTO2, as you would expect, is the dot-to-dot version and is the trace the drawing versions as well. I'm not sure why we do not have any numbers here, right? This is something that probably I'll have to take it up with How to understand what's going on here. I don't know if he structures his products this way, but I thought we would get those numbers, but anyways, it's not a big deal. I'm sure if it is required, he can get it done for you. He is somebody who takes care of my customers, and you know what, at the end of the day, when I recommend a product, the very first thing I need to understand or I look for is the integrity of the vendor. Is he going to treat my customers the way I love to treat them? All right, if that is a yes, then most probably I will go for it, provided the product is a good product. Okay, so that's something very, very important. The moment I come to know about a vendor not respecting my customers, not taking good care of them, that's when probably the relationship will stop. Okay, the relationship I have with the vendor is going to stop, right? But how I have known him, he's a thorough gentleman. He is actually very concerned about his relationship with his customers. He does stuff to make sure that he over delivers every single time. So yeah, so this is what you get in OTO2, and as you would have expected, I have done the same thing for my images as well. Like in OTO2, you get this trace the drawing images from me, and you get this dot to dot images which are properly numbered so that kids can enjoy and have a ton of time to spend on this. Like, you know, they can basically spend hours on this, and your customers would absolutely love it. Okay, now let's talk about OTO3 from Hughes. All right, so if you see, these are cute little colored drawings that I'm sure you love. Okay, when you see them, you love them. These are so beautiful. All right, and what I like about these images as compared to some of the previous packs of How is that he has now started experimenting with shades. Okay, now this is very important. When you're creating a drawing, giving it a flat color is one thing, right? But taking care of shadows, lighting, and those kind of aspects makes it that much more beautiful and stand out, and that's what is much more engaging. So it really doesn't matter how beautiful the drawing is, if the coloring does not take the technical aspects of lighting into consideration, of angles into consideration, the images will not stand out. And that's what I see as a massive improvement in this particular pack as against what How had done in his first package. I don't remember what he did after that, but the very first package, it appeared to me that they were more about flat designs, flat drawings. Okay, so this is something I have loved. I love because he's continuously improving his products, and I absolutely respect that. Okay, I absolutely respect the fact that he's putting so much of effort to drive that quality to you, to your business. Okay, so now How has done that, and so you can expect me to do the same as well for you. So what I've done is I have colored all my dragons this way, right? And you can use these dragons in your cover pages, in your calendars, wherever you really want to use them. All right, you can mix and match these cute dragons along with that of house backgrounds. I'm sorry, I just got a phone call from somebody, so please bear with me. I'll just muted. All right, it's done. Sorry about that. So yeah, so essentially you are getting a BOGO deal, right? Buy one get one for free. Ideally you would have paid $98 for this funnel. Okay, $90 for this entire funnel if I had launched it. Okay, but today you're gonna get this for nothing, right? All you have to do is get House product through my link, and make sure you are getting it through my link so that you can download it directly from Warrior Plus product download area. So you don't have to wait for these bonuses because they are already inside of Warrior Plus waiting for you to download as soon as you purchase. Okay, so remember, like, each of these bonuses are for a specific part of the product which is mentioned here. This one is for OTO3, this one is for OTO2, right? So I have had people get confused about it in the past, so I just wanted to make sure that you understand what you're getting. So I really hope I'm able to drive a ton of value with what I have for you with this offer. Right? Thank you so much for your time today, and I'm super excited. I'm back. I'll be spending a ton of time with you going forward, and I'll be much more responsive than I've been over the past few weeks or few months rather. All right? Thank you so much. Bye.